Happy Monday. New month. I mean, technically it's the 3rd and Jeff's birthday. Happy birthday. So that means new extra work, which I'll put that on that back screen, probably while y'all are warming up. New extra work, that means our EMOMs are going to be a little bit different. We are going to continue to clean and jerk and snatch. That's going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But today we're going to work on jump rope. So you'll have the option to work on singles or doubles or a mix of both, which is usually a good idea. But anyway, yeah, so new month, new things to work on, new things to chase. Kids go back to school this month, or yeah, a couple weeks, week and a half, I think. Yeah, Wednesday, right? Wednesday. Anyway, so we got 4 minutes of cardio. Then you guys are going to do 30 seconds of hanging. So just hang from the rig, hands slightly outside the shoulders, the best bet. And then tuck your belt buckle up so that it engages those lower abs. Then we call that the hollow position. Then you're going to do pretzel stretch. So put one leg down and under the other, one leg over the top. Hug that knee, hold that for 30 seconds, switch the other side. Then we're going to do one that's called 90-90. So you're going to put your legs like this, push your legs to the side. Both knees are about 90 degrees. You're going to flip it over and then raise up. And then you sit down, flip it over, and then raise up. If you need to use your hands, that's okay. Use your hands. Whatever you've got to do to help yourself work through those positions. But that's going to help not only loosen some stuff up, but activate a lot of your rotators and loosen up those hips. Then we got marching bridge. Lay on your back, lift your hips up, and then march side to side. And then you got banded bicep stretch. Hook your hand in there, lean away, stretch all that out. And then some chest pulls and face pulls, 10 of each. And like I said, we're going to work on jump rope. So you can work on singles or doubles. In general, my advice is if you can't do 100 singles in a row without messing up, probably shouldn't be working on doubles. What I've found is when people don't have a lot of really consistent singles, they just fatigue too fast when they're trying to learn doubles. But if you got enough endurance and rhythm and consistency with 100 singles in a row, you're way more likely to be able to get in several rounds of practice on the doubles without just wearing yourself out. And once you wear out, you normally just don't do as well. So in this video, I wanted you to see the way they've kind of designed this circle. You may not be able to see it as well from where you're at, but it's a small, thin arrow, and then as it gets here, it turns green and gets fatter because the burst of your rope effort should be this bottom quarter right here. So from about your belt buckle to below your shoes, that's where your main effort needs to be, which is also when your jump is happening. So when you're in the air, you want to try and time that in that same spot. And then as you get better and better, you try and keep that more of a consistent speed the whole time. In the beginning, most people have to do the burst method where they burst, but over time, you just need to have consistent RPMs, revolutions per minute, right? Because if you stick with the burst, what you can even see if you're able to see this video up close is every time he bursts, his rope goes like it gets all out of whack. When your speed is consistent, then that bubble of the rope stays consistent and you get less slack and wobble and all that stuff in your rope. Now, this is all talking about being efficient at double unders. So if you're doing a lot of them, trying to get more and more in a row, if you're just trying to get one, you should get your singles real smooth and then jump real high and spin the crap out of that thing. Once you get one, then later you can get another, and then you start working on making them more efficient. And in all honesty, the double under is barely faster and it's barely higher. Like my double unders are right here. I'm barely coming off the ground and barely moving my wrists. But that's also why I could do so many of them without getting tired. That's the efficiency part of it. So when we talk about jump rope practice, kind of got to come at this from whatever angle you're at the moment. It may be just getting yourself used to doing 100 singles. or however many. What we're going to do is 10 rounds of 20 seconds of work and 40 seconds of rest. So you can attack that however you want to. You can do singles for several rounds. You can do singles and attempt a double. You can attempt doubles every round. If you are new to double unders, though, I would recommend that you do singles to get your rhythm going, and then just add your slightly higher jump, slightly faster speed. There are very few people that just go from a standing position right into a double under. I can do it, but it does tend to make me mess up more often. If I do at least one single and then go into my doubles, I'm a lot more consistent. So each person's a little different, but the idea is to build consistency in your singles, build rhythm, build endurance, and then start working on doubles. And then the same thing, you start trying to build efficiency in your doubles. And if you're one of those people that's been watching the CrossFit Games and you want to work towards triple unders, you're more than welcome to. That's up to you. It's just more effort, it's more work, which, there's nothing wrong with that. So anyway, 10 rounds of that. You're going to record your score as total reps over the 10 rounds. So if you knock out 10 reps every 20 seconds and there's 10 rounds, you would do 100, your score would be 100, right? Anyway, so we'll spend that 10 minutes working on double unders or jump rope, and then we're going to go on the main WOD, which is a 12-minute AMRAP. You're going to do 8 pull-ups. If you're doing RX, it's chest to bar pull-ups. For comp, plus comp is wearing a vest today. And then you're going to do ring rows for burn, but then you're going to do push press. So you bring the dumbbell to here. It's a single dip and press. You've got 5 reps on one arm, 5 reps on the other, and then you're going to go into air squats. So that's just body weight squatting. Remember, range of motion is your best friend, so trying to get the crease of your hip below the top of your knee is what's going to help the most with that leg development. Burn the most calories, build the most strength, build the fastest endurance. So 12 reps of air squats, start it over. We'll go through 12 minutes of that, as many rounds and reps as possible. Comp weight is 70-50 on that dumbbell. Any questions on that? Cool, let's warm it up. We got 4 minutes cardio. I will give y'all just a second and I'll start that clock.